You're watching Lena's Life. Can you believe it? It's been quite some time since I've done a video on this channel, but I did want to kind of like just let you guys know what I've been up to, where I've been, where I'm going. More, more though about where we've been, where we're going, because as you can see, Maritz's behind me, and she is cooking up a storm like she typically does on a beautiful, I guess it's not summer anymore. It's kind of fall. Yeah, it's sort of fall, but it's still like technically summer. But we do our regular routine where we go to the gym, we come home and we make our main meal is kind of like our like that, not breakfast. It's actually, what do we all put in it? We do like lettuce, and we do like some kind of rice or potato. I think this time it's like these potatoes that look kind of like sausage in a way or something. We got some sugar snap peas. We've got some green onion, avocado. She's got a local plum that we've been getting plums and stuff locally. Got some really good tomatoes. Yeah, so we've just been trying to simplify things is what we've actually been doing. Um, earlier this um, earlier this summer, we ended up investing in a trailer. So this is all ours. We purchased this trailer, and no, it's not from somebody else's funds, donations. This is just our own money that we were able to get this trailer, and it's an awesome trailer. It's beautiful inside and out. Um, it's an amazing place to live. Honestly, it has kind of like everything and anything that we would have ever wanted. Like, we were looking forward to eventually someday getting like more like a tiny home situation, and just so happens here in Portland we were able to get our tiny home. But instead of getting a tiny home, we were able to get a really cool trailer, and it stays really nice climate wise, temperature wise, has great air conditioning, has ample lighting and stuff. Like, I'm not even using a light right now. That's how good the lighting is in here. You just let the sun come in from the window on the side here, and it's just been awesome. So we're really happy, and very content to be together again, to have each other, and to just do life together. As you guys saw us doing life for so many years, together and stuff like that. And we've been really just, oh, let's see. Maritza kissed me. I guess I should kiss her back. Fine. Thank you. So, we've been kissing. We've been catching up, if you know what I mean. And we've otherwise just been really having a great time reconnecting with each other. We were apart for, as you guys know, we were not communicating, although we always were, but we weren't communicating the way, how we ended up this way, I don't know, but everything happens for a reason, how we ended up breaking up. And our bond is so strong that it brings us together. It puts us back together. I mean, who does this? They get divorced and then they come back together. I mean, that's like, in the real world, people like, and then we've separated like twice, right? And divorced once, but here we are back together again. Hi, Pixie. Lynna, I've missed these. It's great to see you streaming on your own channel. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, well, we've been so busy, and everything we do is as a couple. So um, we just really haven't had time to do things separately. Although Maritza's doing some stuff regarding her detransition and, just real honest reflections on her own experiences and what she's gone through and stuff. And it's been um, a really great thing for so many people to listen to the truth of what she's talking about with regards to her life. Of course, she's not saying that it's one size fits all because they don't. Everybody has their own life and everything, and everybody's going through their own set of challenges and things like that. But, like for me, my transition hasn't, the effects of my transition haven't been the way the effects were for her. So I'm just really grateful that she's able to be honest with herself and open up to everybody. Not that she hasn't always been very transparent, um, but it's been really neat to be able to see the growth in both of us. Because as a part, we grew as two individuals, and together, now that we're together, it's like we used to argue about so many stupid things. And now it's like we never argue. It's like I just don't have a stomach for arguing, and neither does she. So we're just like, oh, I disagree. Oh, you disagree? Oh, why do you disagree? Oh, I disagree because of that. Okay. And then that's it. But then we're like, how can we work together to find a solution? That's really kind of the biggest thing. And one of the other big things that we do now more than ever is listen to each other. Yeah, we actually like both like stop what we're doing, look in each other's eyes, and we focus and we see where each other's needs are. And if I'm not meeting a need, then she tells me. If she's not meeting a need, then I tell her. I mean, it's like it's this exchange, and it's beautiful because believe it or not, when we were living in that other way, um, there was a lack of communication that was there, and it was basically kind of both of us kind of working through things, but we were both denying each other's own essence. So although there was so much love there was so much, like, I mean, connection there. um there was something missing. So all the time it was like, oh, we're just like almost there. It's like, oh, I could almost see you, but I don't. But now it's like, as two women, we come together and we really can connect in a way that we didn't before. And that's just a beautiful thing, because I can see Maritza as the beautiful woman that she is, and she could recognize me as that woman that I am. So it's like this beautiful exchange, and I'm just so grateful for it. I'm grateful for her, for the many um, just distinct um, traits that she possesses. Like the other day, we had an issue with the car, right? Because we only have one car now. There used to be two. Gypsy Blue is no more, and we happily traded her off or sold her off. Um, and so the only thing that was left behind was my little accent, which I'm looking at out the window right now. But we were cleaning her out, and in the process, I left the doors open and stuff. And I don't know if people are car people, they would know what happens to cars when they leave the windows and doors or the doors open and the lights on. Well, the battery drained, yeah. And when I went to turn on the car, it was like click, 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 click. And it was like, oh dang. Oh no, is the car messed up now? You know? And it was like, what do I do? So my first instinct is to just go call somebody to tow it or I don't know, whatever. And she's like, I remember this. I am familiar with this. And she goes, no, no, Lena, no, no. It seems to be the battery. And I go, but the lights are still working and the car turns, the dashboard illuminates and the radio's on. And she's like, yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's like, no, let's check it. So she doesn't argue. I don't argue. We just go back to the trailer and we log on and she looks it up. She's like, see what I mean? This is what the click, click, click means, that your alternator's still good and your battery's still low. So lo and behold, the woman has eyes behind the back of her head or some kind of inner knowledge that, she possesses some wisdom, because she happened to have this battery thing that we bought on the trip when we were on the journey. And she happened to wanted to, for some random reason, charge it up last week. And lo and behold, what did we need? We needed a kickstart or a boost or whatever to get the battery going. So it was all charged up. I plugged it in, opened the hood, plugged it into the battery, turned it on, voila. So here she is, can cook up a mean meal, as she's doing right now, but she can also fix a car. So that's the blessings of having a person like Maritza in my life, because she does it all. She can figure out anything, and it's amazing. These things, I don't know if I took them for granted before or not, but I just see it. I see her in a total different light, and that's really helped our situation. And she's always told me, I just wanted you to see me. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I wanted to see you, but I don't know. It was just difficult. But now that we've sorted it all out, we're just living life. We're just enjoying life and focusing on our relationship more than anything else. We're just focusing on being in tune to each other and being focused on what the other needs more than self, and that's the beautiful thing, because it's so easy, you guys, to focus on yourself. And as a trans woman, it's so easy to focus on my transition, on whether I'm happy with where I'm at or whether I'm sad, and what my, anything, right? That can be kind of that distraction to the relationship, because the focus isn't on the other person, it's on you, and that's one of the things that I've been able to work through to a larger degree since we've been apart, being able to focus on and understanding that I'm enough just the way I am, and she understands that, oh, my light's kind of going away. So we have a light above, because this thing has it all. It has lights, it has natural light, it has everything. So it's really cool. So anyway, all of these things are able to be worked through, and they're so like, where our relationship is at this peaceful place, where we both know that our families, they've pretty much walked away from us. And I think that for their sake and for our sake, it's probably the healthier thing to do, not to pursue the connection, not to pursue relationships with people that don't see you, right, for who you are. And, we had our issues and things individually and together as a couple with, others that were obviously vocalized here on this channel and stuff. Um, we're more so on our channel, the Transition Radio channel. And we've worked through those things. And for those that are no longer a part of our lives, we do wish them all well. And we do wish them all the best in the world, because that's the thing. You can forgive, you can say that you want to respect people and give them that freedom to just be. But so many times we say, but we'll never forget what you did to me, and whether that's a person that, that did something to you as a child, like an abusive situation, or whether it was, a person who you trusted and they cheated on you or something. I mean, whatever it might be, if we can't learn to forgive and we can't learn to forget, then we have not really forgiven, if we can't forget. So those are the things that we're working through. Those are the things that we've been able to get past, in this relationship, is that we literally, there's not one thing that Maritza or I have done that we will ever hold against each other. And we are so okay with each other that it's not even, it's not even funny, because there's nothing that she has done or can do or did or whatever that would ever make me not love her, and I know that she feels the same way about me, but there's really nothing that I can do that would cause her not to love me, because we've been down the road of breaking up and everything. So we're kind of stuck together in a good way, but we're stuck together because we can't seem to come apart from each other. And I think that is because we are truly twin flames. There's people that come into your life and they're like a connection for a time, and then they have a purpose in someone else's life later, and then their purpose in your life kind of has run its course. Well, Maritza and I are not like that. The purpose in our lives, and our lives, as I talk about lives being multiple reincarnations of our existence here on this planet for our growth and development and our enslavement that has occurred, has been something that has been a palpable thing here in this current life that we're living right now, because we know that there's a greater purpose for us. There's a greater reason for us being together. And I am just amazed at how, obvious that purpose is to both of us. We're just in awe. For instance, one of the things that totally shocked me was when Maritza had a bad tooth pulled, and not maybe a month later, I get a tooth, the same molar basically, but on the opposite end. And that's how it's always been with us. It's always been same thing, different side. It's my eye drifts on the, I don't know, the right side, or I'm not sure which one drifts, but one of them drifts one way more so, and the other one drifts the other way more so. So it's just uncanny, And then when the tooth thing happened, it was oh my gosh, this is so painfully obvious to anyone. And the amount of creativity that we're able to come up with together is just, I mean, you guys, we're going to come up with so many more videos, and we have a Patreon that's all fully set up, and I'm going to start putting things into my like blog things that I would do. She's already started, but we're going to start connecting all kinds of stuff together in that Patreon account. So I would highly recommend you guys, if you guys like Mark and Lena, or Maritza and Lena now, right? Because in the past we've been Mark and Lena with all the videos that we've done. But now as Maritza and Lena, we absolutely have so much to share, so much to say, and so much to create. You know, she just made a song yesterday. I mean, and she's like, Lena, you want to play? We're going to play it like this afternoon, you know, and record it and stuff. And I have the keyboard part, and, you know, she just introduced it to me and stuff. We started playing with it. I added a drum track. It's like, whoa, this stuff just pops out of thin air, you know. It's really, really cool. And the creativity that we have as twin souls, twin flames that are able to create together, it's just an amazing thing to witness, because I can see how our creative juices are flowing, and how, you know, that connection and just, you know, that ability to make things, you know, it's just nothing that we've ever experienced before, you know. So I look forward to that. I look forward to you guys being able to be a part of it and to share that with us. So yeah, just heads up, we have a Patreon. Come on in and subscribe, and, you know, we can, you know, do some really cool things, you know. So we're looking forward to that. But I also just wanted to talk about certain things that we've been processing and thinking about, and even up until the time that we got back together, there was an element of God that we were still kind of holding on to. And I'm glad to say now that that element of any kind of connection with our, you know, traditional Christianity and stuff is absolutely gone. There is nothing at all that I want to have to do with traditional fundamental Christianity. It's not anything that I want to be a part of, and it's nothing that I believe in. I don't even believe that we should even be giving our power away to anything. I mean, I used to say, we got to look to the Mother, Father, you know, we have to look to Prime Creator, you know, all this stuff to refer to a deity that doesn't really have our best intentions in mind, you know, something that sucks the very life essence out of us and takes the power that we have as creative divine spirits, eternal consciousness. And I know there's many people that are going to look at this and they're going to go, you have lost your mind, you know. And it's like, for a person that's been so like heavily influenced by Christianity specifically, I haven't lost my mind. I literally have found and regained my heart. You know, I've regained my stability and understanding and owning who I am as an individual and as an eternal spirit that has the authority to take back what's mine. You know, it's like we're taught to be so compliant. You know, this spirit that controls us, that speaks to us and says that we're bad or we're evil or that we're good and we're holy. You know, it's the same essence, because it's the same good and evil battle that it tries to place on us. You know, it projects what it wants to see as its own reality onto us. And it's done a really good job at creating that type of atmosphere for us to have to live in. So it's almost like it says, I've done so much for you, so the least thing that you could do is give me your life. You know, that's what Christianity likes to throw at people and say, if you were to walk out tonight and you were to get hit by a bus and you would be meeting eternity and your maker, would you know for certain that you're going to heaven? And it's like fear, 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 like constant, like, you know, incessant, like regurgitation of having to make yourself feel that you're under like some kind of judgment, that you're under attack, and that your soul is at stake, you know. And it's really not like that, you guys. We have freedom. We have the ability to be our own person, and we do not need to give our power to anything. Pray to nothing. Pray to nothing, because prayer actually is like a way of, you know, regenerating power for these evil archonic forces in our lives. And you know, we a lot of times are our own worst enemy. We actually create these disparities within us. You know, we want to believe in a good and evil battle, and every movie out there, the best plot line is based on, you know, will the good guys win and the bad guys get defeated? You know, I mean, it started from a young age, you know, growing up watching superheroes take over the planet, and you know, the good ones are here to protect us and the bad, you know, evil ones are there to destroy us. And you know, it's like this constant battle. She's mixing, and she's mixing. So I think she's making hummus.
It's like a salad dressing.
Oh, she's making a salad.
Hummus.
You're making a salad dressing?
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas. Yeah, so we are our own, you know, creators of our own destiny. I mean, each and every one of us has the ability to do great, powerful things. I mean, we're so limited, you know, and if we would just get that whole mentality of like, oh, woe is me, I'm just this wee little human, I don't have any power, I can't do a thing, you know, I'm limited, my mind, my heart is desperately wicked, who can know it? You know, I mean, there's so many things that are placed in the Bible to defeat you, to defeat your purpose, to defeat who you are as a person. And that is never going to awaken you to the truth. And here is my smoothie.
No.
Oh, it's not smoothie. It's salad dressing.
Yeah, it's made out of chickpeas.
It's made out of And this is just the latest. I mean, she does this stuff all the time. All the time. I think she's got some B12.
Mm-hmm.
We're slowly regaining our health back, because when we were apart, I made some bad decisions health-wise, and I put on some pounds and stuff, and I lost my abs. So we're on the road to recovery, and starting with taking some B12. You guys see it? It's a B12. It's like what does it do? It helps your metabolism.
Well, B12 because we're vegans.
We're vegans again.
We want to fortify ourselves with that.
So it's like really, really good to have B12 in your system.
Even people that aren't vegan though require B12. This is good for you.
So you can eat dirt and have B12, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Because it's in the soil.
So yeah, but I bought this like when I was living in Washington. It was like the store Shopko was closing, and I got this like 90% off or something. But we've discovered some really cool options for grocery store, for getting our vitamins and stuff. I mean, there's so much that you could do for such a low cost here in the state of Oregon. And one of the nicest places that we found is called Grocery Outlet. And we just discovered their vitamins and what is it? They even have protein powder, all kinds of cool stuff. So, but I didn't want to make this too long, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on, where we're going, where I'm going, what I've been doing, what we've been doing, and to let you know that I'm not going to like put this channel on the shelf and retire it, but I just want to let you guys know what I've been doing and
You also have
where we're heading.
a playlist on the other channel that says Linda's Life.
Yeah, I have a playlist on the Transition Radio. Is it Transition Radio? Yeah, on YouTube, and it's called Linda's Life. And I stopped making videos on here because we were together, and she still gets like to live stream using her phone if she wanted to. And my subscriber count on this channel, you know, it's still at like 5 or 6, almost 600, but you only get that privilege when you get 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, YouTube. No, thank you. But anyway, we are so excited to be able to share, and we're going to be doing that. And like I said, Patreon's place to catch us the best, and we do a daily, not a daily, we used to do a daily. We do a weekly webcast on Tuesdays?
Yes, Tuesdays.
At 6 o'clock. So you guys can catch that. And Moritz is doing some really cool stuff.
We're going to be doing.
And we're going to be doing stuff together as a couple, talking about what it's like for, you know, a woman with a trans history and a biological woman to work through things together. And, you know, given the history that we've had as a trans couple, you know, we wanted to also talk about, you know, what's it like for us being two lesbians now in a relationship. Hopefully in the near future, we won't be just girlfriends. We'll be spouses again. And that's kind of like, I think she wants to take my name.
I do.
She wants to take my name. So that means that she's already let me know that the responsibility for proposing is on my shoulders. So she did it before, and she did an amazing job. And I'm gonna go watch some lesbian YouTube proposals and see, you know, what creative thing I could come up with. Because I don't want to just do the on the knee with the ring. I mean, I want to get her an iPhone and stick it in like a box, or no, an Apple. Did you guys hear about that? There was like this guy proposed to his guy proposed to his wife, right? To his girlfriend. And she wanted an iPhone. So he thought it was a joke. He thought it was funny that he could put a real apple in a box for like an iPhone. And it was buried inside of a cake. So she cut open the cake, opened up the box, and it had a phone and like no phone in it, right? So she was all ticked off at him. She called him ugly. She said he was rude and insensitive, that she should have known better. And then a ring fell out and keys to a car after she said that. Pretty sad. So I want to come up with a better plan, better idea, and something that
You could just keep it simple. That's all.
well, something simple, but I want it to be sweet. Yeah. So anyway, it'll be simple and sweet. But we've got this water that has a rock in it. Shuntite? A friend of ours from the YouTube channel, she's a moderator. It's called
And you put the rock
It's called
in the water,
stunkite,
and
shungite. It's from Russia.
it improves your immune system and all sorts of stuff. So.
Yeah, it says, yeah. So we're all natural all the time.
Yep.
All right, you guys. I'll see you guys in a later time, but oh, that's good water.
It is.
I got good water here in Portland.
Yeah. But that makes it even better because it's like charged with all the goodness.